Hey y'all, welcome to another What Else is Going On, aka We Go podcast episode. I'm your girl, your host, Taria. Those of you who are listening, you don't know who is sitting before me, but those of you who are watching, I'm sure you know. So let me go ahead and get this introduction in place. I met this person via Twitter, and I've said this before when he was on, and our mutual friend Carlos, hey Carlos, introduced us. We have come together, and when I tell you, you meet people, and y'all know that I love people and I love building relationships with people. And me and this person built a brother, sister / cousin relationship to where we can argue in text or we can go back and forth. And when I say back and forth, paragraphs. I don't normally sit on the phone. And when this person calls, we could be on the phone for 2 hours, laughing, kikiing, talking. Some of it can't be said on the main line, but it is a good time either way. Y'all, please help me welcome someone who was a pastor in a former life and probably will be a pastor in a future life, or at the very least, a speaker. Someone who can motivate you, just even talking about housewives, and you feel the Holy Spirit in his voice. Somebody who is funny, smart, kind, and definitely looks at these women or these people that we watch on reality TV as actual human beings and encourages all of us to do so. But I love when he gets fired up and gives the old Candace Dillard level read. Y'all welcome my friend Chase from No Chaser TV.
The show's over. We just go. I gotta cry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh God. God, thank you, girl.
You are silly.
No, I'm serious. Thank you. That is just amazing that you said those things about me because I'm like,
It's the
what you talking
truth.
about? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, well, Taria Shondell, by the way. Taria Shondell.
You know, Chase is the only one that calls me this.
Yeah, I better not do that. You better not do that. What are your do you have a name for your people?
I said we were going to be called the magnifiers because of my magnifying
So you get the
glass.
magnifying glass and magnify, okay. The magnifiers, okay.
We
Let's get
magnify.
into it. Let's magnify this Bob, this rap girl. I hate that people cannot see it down to the podcast. You might want to come over to the YouTube one quick tackle, baby. She is, baby, what's wrong with the Bob? Nothing. Okay. Baby, that has hair, baby. I know that girl. Give me a piece
Thank
of
you.
that. Take it out of you and give it to me.
I felt like I had curled it too tight and I was looking like Lord Farquhar, but I will take it. Thank you.
You haven't seen that video? There's somebody who is like doing this the whole video and like doing different things. So like that.
Yes. Yes. If I had a bang, I would be Edna.
Not
On my knees, on my heel toes, walking around.
I've been doing this ever since like 97, 98 because like my bang be like very much like LaToya Luckett, Swoop, like original DC. For the real Destiny's Child fans, no tea, no shade to
I got it,
Michelle.
Swoop.
We love
Yep.
Michelle. We love Michelle, but it's nothing like a LaToya Swoop. That's all I got to say
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
Yes, I was swooping. Hopefully I'll be back to swooping. I have a lot of my pictures and my bangs have a good old swoop, but from 2019 dealing with health stuff that had it, but my scalp and all that, not my, cause I've always had thick hair and I could cut it and it grow back tomorrow. But then when you take it for granted until you can't, like, it's going away because of nothing you've done, but because what your body is doing. And then it was coming back in like 2021, 2022, and then it left again. And then I can also kind of tell when stuff is going on with my body through my hair, just mainly like up in here. And so then it was back. And then about 8 months ago, 7 months ago, and I have talked about it on here, I feel like Mother Nature was trying to put her Perry paws on me. And once again, tried to affect up in here, but I was like, you won't do it. You will not do it. I looked at my mama and I said, my mama still got her thick hair. So we coming back again. So my swoop will be back.
Can I say that This is the first time I've attempted to grow my hair out in years, and I've never had a problem. I've always had a full head of hair, darling, diva. Just did whatever I wanted to do with my hair in my 20s and early 30s. Like I've had high top fades,
Yes.
froze, this that. I said I want to grow my hair out to do braids, and I have never shared this with anyone. I see this is what we do.
You
I pull,
always share something over here.
oh my God, I never do this, but when I talk to you, I do. Like the the side is coming in good and hot, but the top of this hair, honey, I'm like, I know she's not trying to be Walski, no ma'am, no ma'am. And does that mean I have to put down my none of your business? But is that a side effect of the that's none of your business? But oh no
Oh,
ma'am,
yes. Yes.
no ma'am, girl. Well, I got one's got to get no
So
ma'am.
I can tell you what works, what worked for me 2 years ago, and I have the pictures to prove it. But then, like I said, I had that Perry had kind of come, and now we working some other things.
Oh, girl, not pause.
Rogaine, equate the Walmart version.
What am
When
I?
I tell you, I
How do
will
you use it?
send you the picture, and I will send you my before and afters. When I tell you,
Because what am I supposed like? What do you do with the Rogaine? You apply it or you take it?
you do the drops.
Okay. Yeah, right here
Be
she not.
very careful where you put it because I do everything fast and I need to slow down. And so I was dropping it all down the side of my face. You should see some of my baby hairs coming.
Oh,
I got hairs all the way down here. And I
not
mean
chili.
like hairs coming all out here because wherever it touches, it's going to grow.
Oh no. Okay, so I
Yes.
can make sure it's right up in there.
And
But
wash your hands immediately
because why?
because then you might touch parts of your face and I don't know where
Oh
you
yeah,
want the
I feel
hair.
like my fingers gonna go here. I'm going, oh, not
Yeah,
too bumpy,
yeah, yeah,
Lord.
yeah. But it definitely works. I can send you before and after. Try it. And
Okay.
then, now I don't know if it now it does say if you don't see results after I think they said 3 or 4 months, then
Hmm.
it's something internal. And it could be something internal. It's going to help grow it. But if you stop and it starts again, that means it's something internal. You know what I mean? Like some people may have just lost it from a braid or this or that, and it's nothing internal and it's not alopecia. So they use it, grow it back, and they're fine. But some people have health issues that affect hair. And if you stop using it, it's going to come back. That's with anything. So,
I just
but
feel like you never think that you're gonna have health issues. You know what I mean? Like if you're not predisposed to them or anything, like
and
you just feel
mine
like
were just,
you're forever.
I didn't realize just how much my vitamin levels took me through there in 2019, well 2020. I was going to the nail shop every 2 weeks and she'd be like, why are you here, your nails aren't growing? And wasn't used to that. My eyebrow, girl, you don't need your
Hmm.
eyebrows done, your eyebrows aren't growing. I knew my hair had started right here, and then when I went and got all my panels done, when I seen that vitamin D level in one digits, and I had to take one pill a 50,000 unit vitamin D pill once a week for 11 weeks. All of my ferritin levels, my it was insane. And then I started seeing a difference. And I was like, Lord, I was coming out of that. And now Perry's not going to beat me though. I'm in that
No,
gym tough. It's not going to beat me. I'm not going to be
well,
somebody's fan ass mama. Okay.
like,
I'm gonna be somebody's fly mama, okay?
whew.
So we are gathered here today, y'all, because how I said me and Chase are like siblings slash cousins. I want to show. Let me go to the people real quick and just show something real quick. Y'all know a lot of the things that I talk about when we source is from No Chaser TV. So he's already in my search bar, but let me go ahead and pull this up because
What?
cousin won't even let me live, won't even let me mind my business. Why is my internet not? I'm going to scream because my
Not
internet
again.
is coming up. So,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. No chaser. Because y'all, I need y'all to see this.
No,
I
wait,
need y'all
what?
to see this because I can't
Not me.
even live, y'all. He won't even let me live. Okay, here we go.
It's not me.
I was
No.
minding my business and up,
Oh,
I'm scrolling No Chaser TV and up pops a post about Shamia.
oh boy.
Oh, wait, I can't find the exact one. Okay, well, y'all, up pops a post about Shamia. Here it is. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on.
Ooh.
For those of y'all that are listening, y'all got to come over to YouTube real quick and watch. Okay, it was this post.
That picture of me, my body is ridiculous.
Shamia says K. Michelle may have decided she chose the wrong team and switched sides. Y'all, all I said, y'all can see my comment. So it was okay for her to get to people on behalf of her best friend, but now it's the issue when the tables are turned on her. Y'all, I was stopped, okay? I was parked waiting for a rideshare ride to come. No sooner had I swiped up to something else than I checked my phone. No high, no, there's a sale on Bob spray. You can get your little pink luster oil. I get,
Oh, boy.
yo, I gotta read it. This is all. Hold on. Because we had like 19. Okay, here we go. You can get up off Shamia. No hi, no miss you. No, it's been, girl, where you been? I text you last week. It was, you can get up off Shamia.
And you know how I said it.
And
You
so
can get up off Shamia. You can get up off.
And it was funny, y'all. I started crying because I read it the way he said it. So I said, nope. And I'm looking forward to us fighting like brother and sister on the podcast about it with a kissy face. And I said, I'm going to release our text messages like they do each other's. And guess what he said? This is so Shamia of you, by the way.
Because I am very fair, right? I'm very fair. And I just literally just said this. It was very heartbreaking for me to see Shamia at the end of that episode in tears, feeling like she was not wanted in that group. And if anyone says that it was not sad to witness, I'm going to challenge that and say, have a heart and look at them as human beings. I don't want anyone to feel like they're not welcome. Whether I like them or not. Everybody, I don't know if you've ever felt like I'm in this place and I don't belong here and these people do not want me here. It is not fun. I have been there with family before. I've been there with people I thought were my friends before. I've been there. I get it. But hopefully Shamia has learned the lesson.
Yes.
The lesson is that you are now falling victim to situations that you have actively participated in because you swooped in on Drew and asked Drew about Dennis when Portia was having her moment with Dennis. So you have actively participated in the feeling of making someone feel as if they're A, not wanted because of their behavior, and B, you've swooped in on them when someone else was having a point. Now, I love Shamia down. I love her, y'all, and I'm sorry. But that's because I love all the girls.
Yeah, you do.
It's not like I love Shamia and don't love nobody.
Yeah.
I love all of them. I don't have a favorite. I feel like all of them are full of S.
Yeah.
All 9 of them. Cynthia Bailey included, full of S.
Oh, you said Bailey. Oh, Cynthia. I was getting ready to say, what did Lauren's daughter do? Thinking about his sister.
Yeah, no. Cynthia Bailey included. I feel like all of them are full of S.
Yes, I can agree. Even though I love Cynthia, this podcast was named after her pretty much. Yeah.
I love Cynthia. She's such a champion of No Chaser TV. If you go look through the likes, she's probably in there. She's on a humble brag. She shouted you guys on a humble brag too, right? Am I correct?
I don't.
They did. They said they got there. I think Crystal was like, from What Else Is Going On podcast, and they were talking about some Wendy stuff. Yes, they did.
I did not know that. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because I mean, every once in a while I'll be texting with Crystal. She ain't tell me that.
Crystal what? Conmigo?
Yeah.
Catch that, dark girl.
That's my girl.
Baby, you better eat me up. I know that's right. You better eat me. You better eat me. You better eat me.
Listen, I bet you we went through your phone.
Well, yes.
Yes. Look. No,
but
I
still,
love Crystal.
It was like, ooh.
Crystal has been on the podcast. I've championed Crystal when the public was like, nah, I was always, and I'm not normally, sometimes I could be team, depending on the situation. I always, Crystal over that white blonde woman, Sutton, and I'm on forever.
Don't take me back because I'm gonna have to get Crystal real quick if you take me back.
Okay, so let's fight about what's current. We can fight about
Crystal real quick.
Here we go. Why? Go ahead.
Because I fell out of favor with Crystal with that Sutton thing when she said that Sutton said something that was dark regarding
Okay,
herself.
I can agree. I can agree there.
I'm playing with race in that way.
Yeah, I
Now,
can
you're
agree.
dangling. I like that.
I
But I
can
love
agree.
Crystal down. Love Crystal down. And I think that she is where she needs to be. And if this
Same.
was to come back on Beverly Hills, that we get on this podcast, Crystal, as she was to come back to Beverly Hills as a friend of in this capacity, I will be here for it.
I think if she came back being fully who she is, I think we were
Yeah, that's what I'm
starting to
saying.
get her being who she was, or she came on being who she was. And then I'm telling you, the racism in the audience was
Yeah, it's
something
bad.
serious. And I
It's
feel
bad.
like that shut her down. And she was like, oh, no, I want her to come on and not give a F about the audience. Yes. And but what that also means is you can't get caught up in the good comments either.
Yeah, you cannot don't believe the hype because
You
I'm
can't
finna
believe the hype.
got something for your ass on the. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, I got something on this
You know, you can
podcast.
cuss over here. You
Oh,
can
okay,
do
well,
whatever you want over here. You can cuss, you can curse.
PR chase.
We can knuck and buck. Cause we knocking and bucking and ready to fight.
No, but seriously though, back to Shamia, she is falling victim to the circumstances that she herself has helped facilitate and create.
Yeah.
However, it was still hard to watch, and I hate that she
Yeah.
feels that way. Most especially when you know someone wants something so bad and it is not panning out for them the way that they would have hoped. It is hard to watch for me. It is.
It is, and it is very hard to watch when you're like you said, you know, she could taste it. She was right there participating, but not fully until, you know, which I did always question the fact that Shamia had to have Gerald, but some of these other non-black franchises didn't have to have nobody but themselves.
That's because they knew she had money. They don't interview in that process and not find out that she got money. I feel, and I
Okay.
think that with that came that, but the money was enough. To be honest with you, they could have just
Yeah.
cast her.
Yeah, they could, and I feel like even if they said, can he appear a couple times, he doesn't have to be part of the main, but can like what he's doing anyway.
Yeah, what he's doing anyway.
Yeah, I just, and I liked I had to understand because I said I want Shamia to be her, but at the same time,
Mhm.
Shamia could be being her, and that's something different. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I just wanted to be her. Well, she could be being her.
She
She
is being
said,
herself.
yes.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead. No, she is. Go ahead.
She's being herself, and the reason why I know it's because I just recently discovered that Samsung TV has a Real Housewives Vault channel, and they play nothing but Real Housewives 24/7. And guess what season that I just got done watching? What season we're on now? I just got done binging season 9, and so I think that a lot of people have forgotten how we got here with Shamia and Portia. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have forgotten. And I'll say this: Shamia is ultimately the one who started all of this. She did start this because there's a scene on season 9 where Sheree, Portia, and Shamia do the yoni exercise with the egg and the vagina.
Yes.
And Shamia said that, after she found out that Candy and Phaedra had that sit down that didn't go well. She said, well, Phaedra tried to talk to my ex-husband and was rubbing her booty across him and, trying to get with my
That's right.
ex-husband. And that prompted Phaedra to say that Shamia sleeps with Candy and Todd. She doing both.
It was a reaction.
Yes, it was a reaction. So that is her and Phaedra. Here's where Portia comes into the picture, though. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
When Shamia is saying these things about Phaedra, Portia was not happy about it.
She wasn't.
She wasn't happy about it. But when Portia sat around Sheree and Phaedra, she contributed to it.
Come on and preach.
Portia was not a good friend to Shamia. Shamia did what she always does, which is interject into someone else's stuff, because she spilled that tea about Phaedra because Phaedra came for Candy. So have it with her because that's what she thinks being a loyal friend is.
Boom. And that's what I picked up. And I said, she doesn't even hear herself. Carlos was trying to throw her many lifelines as far as accountability in his interview with her. And when she and listen, I understand that she's on a press run. So I'm not one of those, if she'd be quiet. Nah, they got to do press. They got to do it. And they're being asked questions.
Oh my God, that's the one constant I always see when I do read the comments, because I never read the No Chaser TV comments, you guys, which I probably should start, because y'all are crazy, and y'all need to clean that up before I clean it up for you in the comments. But why is she doing? Oh, she on a press run. Oh, it's giving press tour. Yes, Gen Z, because that's how press works. They're promoting the show. Yes,
exactly.
She's on a press run. Yes,
and they're being asked questions.
Now, some of the girls do independent press outside of their Bravo loop.
Yeah.
Some of the girls are very judicious about who they give it to. Some of the girls will give it to everybody if you ask.
And some are judicious about what they say, and some aren't.
Yes.
So, but to hear her say, when you go back to you saying that's what she thinks of being a loyal friend, is like inserting yourself on behalf of them. I'm looking at her and I'm saying, you truly are literally saying the reason the reason that these girls are doing X, Y, and Z to me. And like you said earlier, when she contributed to that with Portia, with Drew, because all of them except for Angela had a beef, and Kenya was gone, and Cynthia had a beef with Drew. Kelly out of nowhere last season with the blazer, only to find out that Drew did order the blazer online. Portia, Drew, Phaedra, when she came back with Drew, she wasn't saying anything then. So she's literally saying, like you said, I love how you put it. She was an active participant in a situation that is now affecting her.
Yeah. I'm very fair, but I feel like the comments that I see are not rooted in fairness. They're rooted in nastiness. And that's why I have a propensity to want to set the record straight when it comes to her, because the narrative is out of control. Yes. Then, right, you mentioned Carlos, and Carlos says, well, how did you know that Portia said this and did this if you were actively filming in the season? And it's because Sheree told her. I just got done watching it. Season 9, episode 12, Kandi throws Shamia an engagement party.
Yes.
And Portia didn't show up to it.
That's right.
But she didn't show up to it because her and Kandi had just had that whole sex drunging.
Yep.
Issue, right?
Oh, you're bringing it back.
Yes. Shamia gets to the party. She says, oh, hey, everybody, where's my best friend Portia?
Yep.
And Kandi says, she's not coming. And Shamia cries. So she's like, well, I'm her best friend. Even though y'all got what y'all got going on, she should have been here to support me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
I remember this.
Two, then Sheree tells her what was said about her by Phaedra at that luncheon. And she says, well, Portia was there. What did my best friend say? And Sheree says, well, she didn't say anything. And then Shamia's hurt again because she finds out in that moment, oh, my best friend didn't take up for me. Right. And Sheree, when they get that right, because Portia added, stay real close.
Stay real close. Yes.
Sparing Portia.
Yeah.
She was sparing Portia. So when we get to the scene where Kandi says that Portia said that she wanted to munch me until I max, Shamia had already been clued in and knew because Sheree had told her. And so for me, my thing is, I love you. Everybody knows Carlos is my mentor, my guy. I love him. But in that moment, that was wrong because she did know. So it wasn't, I was randomly being petty throughout the season. She was clued in and she was being petty back to her best friend who never had her back in the first place. Then we get to season 16. We're going to skip season 10 because season 10, Portia didn't come to the girl African. She said she couldn't come to the African wedding because she had various things or whatever it was, right? Then we get to season 16. The very first episode is Shamia's birthday. Portia shows up to the birthday hours late.
Yeah.
Loud twerking in the middle of a gift reveal.
Yeah.
Distracting and interrupting the moment.
Yeah.
Then we go to Bankhead and Shamia plays Never Had for the people. And everybody's like, I love it. You sound great. This song's amazing.
That's true.
Says, is that you? That ain't you. That ain't you. I know my best friend's voice. That ain't her voice. That's not you. In the middle, talking over it while everyone's trying to listen to the song. Mind you, Shamia had already had it in her head coming into the season that Portia never advocated for me and never wanted me here in the first place, which was untrue. But that's how Shamia felt coming in. And then you're doing things that actively show that I don't want you here by coming to my party late, twerking loud, distracting the moment. Then you're talking over my song, which is arguably one of my biggest accomplishments thus far on my own. And I'm on the show, and I feel like you don't want me here. So I need to talk to somebody about it. Where Shamia went wrong was Shamia with the ops, because as soon as Angela had the opportunity after Nashville, and Portia said, "Oh, I'm going to do what I do. I do what I do, your husband, if you don't leave me alone," and she felt that Shamea did not have her back and did not advocate for her against Portia. She took the information, she went back to Portia, and she said to Portia, not what Shamea said verbatim, what she actively felt that Shamea said. She put her opinion and gave it to Portia and said, "Well, I feel like Portia feel like this is a lopsided, excuse me, Shamea feels like this is a lopsided friendship." So therefore, Angela, you did have a part, and you played a part in the demise of this friendship, because not only did you take back what that girl said, you did not take back what she said exactly. You put your opinion on it, and you did it out of malice because you were mad at Shamea for not coming against Portia in the name of marriage. And so you wanted Shamea to be the lapdog to you that you say that she is to her. Remind you on episode 2 of season 16, if we break this down all the way.
Come on, Pastor.
The whole reason why Angela and Shamea got into it in the first place is because Angela was upset that Shamea asked Drew the question about Dennis. So then if I ask you if Shamea is a lapdog and you say yes, I must ask you if the whole reason you have an issue with someone in the first place is because they're taking up for their friend, would that make them a lapdog too? So now when we ask you this season, what's the issue? Verbatim, what did Shamea do to you, Angela? What did she do to you? And you say, "Well, Portia, what did Shamea do to you?"
To you.
You get no answer. It begs the question, why? All of them are wrong. Everybody's messed up. But I do feel like people have forgotten how we got here. And I just want to set the record straight.
I'm so glad because I addressed that one. Oh, Jesus, hold on. What happened? When I was plugging my phone up, when I covered the Shamea interview, I did say, "Well, Shamea, how did you know you were being petty?" But thank you, because I try to be fair to, and I'm normalizing changing. You can change your thought, or you can still keep the same based on the information that you receive. And so I'm so glad. Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here.
Oh, hallelujah! Because guess what? Shamea wouldn't run to the opposite. Portia didn't give her the behavior.
Right. Yeah.
But none of this starts, and Shamea doesn't get involved, and she doesn't put her mouth on Phaedra business.
Yeah.
However, you see what I'm saying? So nobody's owning what it is, because Shamea definitely has to own the fact that she confided in the people who Portia was having undoubtedly the most issues with last season, being Angela and Drew. So then I have to question, why would you do that if you weren't trying to? Thank you.
And I was like, it's like that thing where I can talk about it by saying, no, they asked me. Because you don't have to answer everything somebody asks.
This season, she's not giving them that to them.
And I'm so glad.
Excuse me, I was going to call you Shondell. Taria, they are going back now. What they're doing, they're going back because Shamea won't give it to them. They're going back and lying about it anyway, and that's messy.
Yeah. For
Drew to say, "Oh, well, I was at the event at the national anthem, and she told me this about you, Portia," and the footage shows that she didn't say.
No, it was Drew saying, "You were upset with me because of your friend," and that's what Drew should have said. Well, the conversation came up because I said, because y'all chase. And what's funny is I didn't do an episode that week. I did it with Millie Chun. So check out my last episode if you have
Nobody wanted to do that episode that week because everybody would have had to admit that Drew was lying. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, I didn't. No, wait. No, because I gotta pull up, y'all. Listen. This is what I tell you. He gonna say, "Welcome to Team Shamea." I said, "Who said that, friend?"
I just say that I'm actively trolling. As you can see, my commentary is not Team Shamea based because
but I love it.
Yeah, I just want to make the people know that I'm not like the Shamea defender. What I'm saying is, but she's not the only one. So why are we only looking at it as if she continues to do things that have either not been proven or either been false? They lied to her. And Cynthia lied too. I love Cynthia, but she lied. She said, "Oh," and she brought up to me, Portia, about the tech. You started talking You initiated that conversation, and she told you because she thought you were a safe space.
Yes. And that, because I was looking at Cynthia like, Cynthia, is this, I know you say you love being a friend, but what is
It's not
going
giving.
on?
It's not giving that. It's giving.
Yeah.
They got. Cynthia's still upset from Shamia showing out on her in Dallas by that room.
Oh, baby. Because she almost went on Shamia how she went on Marlo. When she had them braids on and she sat up.
You hush. I ain't talking to you. What if she did? I said, oh,
Yeah.
oh. And I didn't think that was right. I didn't think that was fair. The
Yeah.
girl can talk. Let her talk.
In
She
the
can
words
talk.
of
And then,
Liz, when we get into Rory,
no.
I can say what the F I want to say. I said, I know that's, I don't even be seeing it for you like that. I know that's right. But
I know
we'll
that's
get
right.
there.
We're
But
gonna
so
get there.
I do like us having these discussions because you do bring up valid points. Okay, wait, let's see how we got, because I do like starting at the beginning as well. And then there's
Start
a
at the
part of me
beginning.
that's like, when do we not start at the beginning? Is it when they've agreed to move forward and then some mess comes from there? Then we can say, well, okay, now we can start from here.
No,
Because what you
if
did is
we
valid.
yeah, if when we agree to move forward and then there's something new that has nothing to do with the issues rooted in the past is when I can do that. But
Okay, I like that.
as we see, even with Cynthia going back and telling Angela Shamia's most intimate business about her mom and her okay, right? You do that. And then Angela turns around her confessional, her interview, they call it interview, so I say interview. In her
Yeah.
interview and says, which is a confessional, you guys, in her interview and says, oh, this makes sense. So she needs to go to therapy so she can say what she really wants to say to the people who she really needs to say it to. Every time she see you, she cussing you out, Angela. Thinks about you. So obviously you're again talking about Portia.
Portia, yes. Because at this point, and that's what I said. I said, I like Angela. However, what I want is for this Shamia thing, it's getting tired to me because there is no new
Is giving
things.
the credit to everybody says, Taria, that people feel like Drew is low-hanging fruit, so they come for her. Now they're doing it that Shamia is the new Drew, if we're
Yeah.
being honest. They own to
Yeah.
it. They own to it behind. And Shamia's gonna have to learn to stop all that crying, stop all that whimpering. You don't
Baby.
cry today. You cry. I'm gonna give you your cry. Everybody entitled to cry. Or do like Pinky did. She was crying. She sat her ass down and she got with Angela the best she could through her tears. And that's
Yeah.
what how you gain respect. That's how
Yeah.
you gain respect. You don't run, you don't cower, and you come with the story because um, it's obvious that they're pushing a narrative and they're wanting to have this conversation between Portia and Shamia, but nobody's doing it in a genuine way. No one is
Yes.
saying, you guys are making this group awkward. It is very hard to navigate when two former best friends, one's over here, one's over there, and none of us can move and have fun because y'all refuse to deal with y'all issues. You need to grow up, sit down, and talk.
And
Okay?
then at the same time, they all had fun skating. Shamia and Portia were laughing and talking then. So the group actually can, but because y'all keep putting the focus on it, or they need to say it at a time when their issues do really affect this group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
It's not at a memorial event for your mother, Angela. I thought that was so tacky.
yeah. When she came over, I was like, is she really? Because nothing had happened. As a matter of fact, Cynthia had just told you what she was going through. And even if Cynthia had went to Angela on like, look, I know you and Shamia are going through a lot, but you actually have some commonalities possibly. And I'm gonna tell you this because I want you to consider this. If she, because they said it on camera, although and I go back and forth with it because Candy used to say, y'all say I go back and tell things, but if a person says it on camera, yes, I go back and tell my friend because I don't want my friend to be like, why you ain't tell me when it's on
That
camera.
makes sense.
But
Makes
and
sense.
when Candy said that, I said, oh, okay. I looked at it differently. Like when you know it's being filmed. So there's a way Cynthia could have took that information back to Angela that was in the right context, what happened, and to be that I'm gonna bring y'all together type person. Because I personally feel like Cynthia has some energy for Shamia a little bit, and
Absolutely.
and Cynthia don't care for Pinky. I don't care what nobody say. Pinky get on Cynthia nerves.
Yeah. It's covert though. Cynthia's just because you have to be a slick one to catch Cynthia. I love Cynthia down, but
Same.
you got to be ready to catch her until you really piss off and she's in your face about it.
Yeah.
She's going to throw that shade and you're just going to sit there and be like, she's so sweet. Absolutely not. If I was at reunion, I would 100% have questioned, why are you telling her my business and I don't like her? When y'all say that I was wrong, and I was, for talking about my issues with Portia, Tadru, and Angela. Two wrongs don't make a right. I would never be okay with you telling somebody about my mama being sick and I don't care for her.
Yeah.
But I also would never be okay with arguing with you about mundane issues at an event to commemorate your mother in her honor. I just thought that was tacky, and I thought I could have waited for Scotland. I could have.
Yeah.
And I also felt that Shamia telling Amari that Amari is way nicer than her mother at that event was tacky as well.
Because let me tell you something. Depending on which child, all three of my kids, she would have got a reaction. And my fourth little bonus, one of my best friends, she's like my sister. Her daughter, matter of fact, she here now. She got a key to the house and everything. Her daughter is our daughter. Is Corey's goddaughter. One of them four, I'm gonna tell. I know what her reaction would have been. They'd have been like, "Cut the commercial."
You would have to put me off of her.
And my oldest cut the commercial. And actually, my youngest and my son would have been like, "What?" And if my youngest didn't say anything to her, she would have said to me so that I could say something to her. So when she said, I was like, that's not, I'm not saying, oh, the kid, but I was like, what, why was that even necessary? You're nicer than your mom. Girl, you don't know me.
Amari awkwardly laughed it off because she low-key kind of agreed.
Yeah.
Because their relationship is jacked up, and then we're not getting the full story about that, which is something about Angela. I feel like we never get the 100% full story, and I'm trying to piece together things on their story, her and her daughter's story, and I can't piece them together because what are these boundaries? If she pays her own bills and doesn't live with you, what boundaries?
But it makes me wonder, what bills do you pay? You were last year getting into it with the grandma about the car because you don't have a car. So I can see Angela's point of view. You grown, but then you want to come back over here and be a child. I can see Amari to me looks like somebody. I feel like her and Angela grew up like besties. I'm interested in knowing the age difference, or like sisters. Like maybe I won't even say besties because when Amari said in counseling, I wanted to tell you, but you're telling me your stuff. I said, oh, so she's talking to Amari like that's her friend. So Amari probably feels like she can't talk to her about her stuff.
And another reason why she can't is because when Amari said that do you want to know why I did not tell you? And her mom said, that's not important. This is why I don't tell you nothing. Because you feel like you can tell me everything you want to talk about and how you feel and what your boundary is and what your business is and how I'm doing this and how I'm a child this and how I'm a child that. And I'm coming to you and I'm trying to talk to you and you're actively telling me what I said you was not important. That makes me not want to tell you anything.
I could see that side too. I could also see the side where it's like, did you tell her that before? And now we're on camera and in front of this therapist and you like, do you want me to tell you the reason? So you have a reason to say the reason in front of an audience.
She was trying to shut that down quick because what's the
reason? Yeah.
We shut that down. We didn't get that reason, did we?
No. So I really hope they have healing moving forward and an understanding.
I need them to.
Because I don't
take delight or joy in seeing a mother and her daughter not be on one accord. It's realistic, it's real, but I would like for them to fix it. They need each other a lot right now, it feels like.
Especially with the grandmother, the grandma was a mediator, which is why I say I feel like Angela might have been youngish, not younger, but maybe early 20s when she had her. Because I was 20 when I had my first child. And I could see it being sometimes you grow up with your child, unfortunately, if you're not careful to make sure that, or, you have a child young. To me, 20 is, I was very young. And you run the risk of growing up with your child. And I think that's what happened a little bit with Angela and Amari.
Yeah, it's riveting. I love this season of Housewives of Atlanta. But, as much as Shamia double deals and double talks and does a lot of things, it's some blame to be placed on the other ladies. And I feel that we're so concentrated on one person, everybody cha-cha sliding and electric sliding, and everybody getting away with a lot of tomfoolery. And I think that needs to be addressed, reflected, and corrected. And hopefully it is even and balanced out, because I don't want another season of this division. I hate when Housewives split into teams.
Me too. I'm going to give Atlanta props over, and I think I said it in my episode earlier this week. I seen it online, and somebody made a good point. Shout out to RHOA, because Portia and Shamea, at this point, they're not liking each other, but they're not trying to ice each other out. They may not interact heavy in scenes, but like the skating party, they were interacting. They're able to play basketball together. It's not a RHOP where you got the HBIC trying to ice out other cast members.
And if you didn't have people trying to get them together to have conversation and fight at this point, quite honestly, by lying about what's been said, as opposed to just being real honest and trying to have a conversation, then maybe we would be different. Maybe Scotland wouldn't be happening, but we're getting to Scotland.
Oh, baby. I am nervous, but also because once you talk about mamas and things.
What Mariah told Toya? That's your mama, Toya, but that's my mama, Miss Toya.
Oh,
my mama, Miss Toya. I am very Mariah Huck, very Candy.
Yes. Yeah.
It's my mama. And then until you blue in the face, it's my mama.
My mama.
I can say about my mama.
Yeah, especially when it comes to their history.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And finding out through Shamea's interview, it's clear her and Portia were in a very good place and still best friends when they made the pact not to let their mother's issues. So their mother's issues aren't even recent. So they went years being friends with their moms having these issues. And something else must going to come out at Scotland, because it must not be just buying the daycare.
It can't be. It can't just be name change and arrested. I'm sorry, Samsung. I told you I've been watching all the Housewives. That's New Jersey just creeped in. It can't just be name change and arrested. Obviously, it's something else.
It's something else. So, ooh, babe, this is going to be, let me jump to before we get to Rory, we're going to get there in a minute, but I need to ask you your thoughts on the seating chart, because I'm going to be honest with you. And I didn't realize at the time I did a video, I mentioned it in a video that there were two and that Cynthia was in one of them. So I didn't see that one. However, all I'm going to say is this. I'm going to be honest about my thoughts seeing K. Michelle in that first seat. You and I talked about this. Like you said, you said that's Bravo's way letting us know she's coming back. I agree. Kay needs to do her job. I'm over this startled deer in headlights look every time. Also, let's be clear. I got Kay saying, I don't want a dog pile on, basically paraphrasing, I don't want a dog pile on Shamia. Everybody's doing it. I'm her friend. She should hear it from me. Then you should have never told Pinky first. Anyway, because that could have been a scene. That could have been a sit down with you and Shamia. Okay. But yet, here we are. Anyway, if we don't get some answers about this plot, who told her, other than the dreams that she has at night, I don't want to hear it again. Do I think she should come back for a second season? Absolutely. Because I think she should be given, I think unless you do something, to use Portia's words, egregious, you should be allowed back. I wanted Peggy from OC to come back a second season, because when she closed Megan's lips, when she closed them lips, I said, oh, we got something there a little bit. She just needed to work it out. However, I was kind of in shock when I saw that, outside of Bravo saying she's coming back. If she doesn't come and shake a table, a tail feather, a receipt, and without her being the receipt, because I'm tired. Portia and Kelly both said, I'm the receipt. Nah, I'm going to need more than you being the receipt.
We can't get no money for that, baby.
Yeah. So
can't get money back for that.
That's where I was. Shamia being third down the couch. Because if we're going to be truthful, I think Shamia should have been, when you look at the drama, it could have been Shamia. It could have been Angela and Shamia. It could have been, but we know Portia's not going to be moved from that first seat. I'm okay, but I just, even the K of it all, I just don't want to see tears. I don't want to see y'all being mean girls to me. I don't want to see none of that. I need you to come with some receipts and some clarity. Go.
I can deal with the tears and you being mean to me and the emotion if I get the clarity behind it.
Okay.
I I too have been guessing and wondering. I think from me being on No Chaser TV and facilitating what I do, I think I have a better understanding of what she's been trying to convey. And I think it's because Jason Lee kind of
Yes.
said that, the girls did call him. And I think that if you come into a situation harboring your old situation and bringing the old situation with you, much like how Shamia came in thinking that Portia did not want her there, and
Mm,
that also facilitating and accelerating her feelings when Portia did things that were rightfully questionable in their friendship.
yeah.
When you come in knowing how people have treated you in the past, and you think that this new group of people who have absolutely nothing to do with those people are going to treat you the same way because that has been your experience with women, you're going to
Mhm.
come in with preconceived notions. And so when someone says, "Oh, Phaedra called me asking about you," you're going to say they're plotting on me.
Right.
Oh, da, da,
I
da, da,
agree.
da. You get what I'm saying? So I think that these things happened. I
Hmm.
don't think that they may have happened to the degree in which she thinks they did. They weren't as egregious as she may have taken that, right? But
Yeah.
to say that it didn't happen, I can't say I don't believe it didn't happen. They did have conversation. I do think production consistently, continually showing us Drew making those faces as Portia made those comments is not for no reason. I
Mm.
I think that's for no reason. I think that's for no reason. I think Portia asked Drew at the beginning of this, Portia asked K Michelle at the beginning of the season, um, are her and Drew going to be cool or something like
Because
that?
we know you beef with Singer. We're not gonna. And there's Drew. Y'all are not gonna have any beef because
Huh?
you beef with Singer. She basically said. She
But she knew
basically.
singer too. She didn't say that.
Right. Right.
See?
Yeah.
So if it's me and I feel like my back is always against the wall and girls are to be untrusted, and this is the girl that says that she's bringing me in with good intention,
Hmm.
right? And I'm going to show you how a friend and all of those things. What you
Hmm.
bringing up this for? What I got an issue with her for? Why would I have an issue with her? You bring her now. I got to say that. So when Drew asked me about this man who I told you was in my DM, I'm trying to figure out why she talking about we friends or how she even know that I know the man, right?
Hmm.
But then you say, "Oh, well, we didn't really talk about you at all." Drew said that her and Black didn't really have much of a conversation about her, right?
Hmm.
Well, this is news to me that they weren't friends, and news to me. How's news to you? You asked if they friends, i.e., somebody must have told you. So then go back and watch it. They keep showing Portia's face. Portia making that face like, "Well, that ain't what you told me." You know what I'm saying? Did Portia tell Drew this stuff? I
Right.
don't know. You said, Drew, that you didn't hear it from Black. So I'm left to believe that the first time that you heard anything about Black sliding in K Michelle's DM is on freaking camera. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it. I
I
do feel
don't.
like that Black situation backfired on Kay because I think Kay was purposely. Oh, he's been in my DMs, like trying to shade Drew. Like, oh, he's been in my DMs,
He wants you,
trying
he
to
want
make,
me.
and boom, it backfired on you. Now
Absolutely.
you connecting it to my marriage. No, you didn't have to say that.
You didn't have to tell us. And the thing is, the thing about people, right? I have learned because I used to want to get together before the getter got me. But sometimes you got to lay back and sometimes you got to take that punch. I'm gonna let you punch me because it's gonna show everybody that you hit me and I got what? Hit. Do you
Right.
see? So everybody sees now you hit me, right? If I don't mention Black, what you bringing them? Like, I don't know. Like, no, girl, it's not that big of a deal. What you bringing
Hmm.
them up for? I think that she was trying to do the age old tactic of spilling her tea before somebody else did. But in this situation, it looks out of place because nobody's talking about that. However, I would wonder why Portia would ask me about Drew specifically as a singer that I don't want to have issue with because I always have issues with singers if it ain't about damn Black. Because what else could it be about? So
But
then
all,
that means, did you have a conversation or did you not have a conversation? You get what I'm saying?
no, I get what you're saying.
I
But
get her thought process, but she's not saying it, and it makes her look crazy as hell. It just,
also, I think that Portia might have been trying to play a little bit of a producer role when they were in Dallas in that van and she says, what do you think about Drew? Because I thought it was weird when she said blah 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 about Black, and it was like, now why are you? So you are fueling that a little bit with Kay and Drew.
She trying to get them two fighting just like they're trying to get her and Shamia to fight.
Yep, it's like we're just watching them all try to produce. But I'm glad I'm with you. I'm enjoying this season. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I love watching beautiful Black women. I love watching beautiful women, but I love watching beautiful Black women on TV. The outfits, they're funny. I enjoy my funny moments. You know what I mean? They all have had funny lines to me. Like, I enjoy watching the ladies.
I will never discount Roni when it was great. It was my favorite show. Till I found out what I found out about them, like we all did. They were my favorite housewives. I love Salt Lake City. When it's good, it's great. Rhode Island, loved it. But it's something, and I don't want to alienate anyone. I hope everyone understands what I'm attempting to say. But it's something about seeing my Black and brown girls on that screen. It's like it was relatable. I don't know them, but I know them. I know what they talked about. I speak the language.
Come on.
You know, what's a slam pig? I have never heard of a slam pig a day in my life. I love it. But what is that? But I do know what old chili trees, Frito, crunchy, crusty. I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just the cultural difference. Like, I love them. I thought the seating chart was somewhat fair. I think Shamia deserved first seat. K. Michelle getting first seat says that even though y'all feel like she doesn't belong here, we did, and we made the decision. Get over it. And I'm gonna give her this one season. Next season, I needed to come back right. And we did. We dealt with it. Took Drew 4 seasons to figure it out. It did.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
13, 14, and 15 were rough. To be nice, they were rough.
Yes.
Last season was the first season I felt like she probably gets the hang of this, and that's because she may be treating the girls like Ralph allegedly used to treat her. Oh, gas, lighting. Let's have some gas and some lighting.
Okay.
But it works. She gaslights the hell out of those girls.
Okay, works. I'm gonna throw this out there. Because I've said it before too, when they say Drew lies. What does she lie about? I think she's now she did just lie on. Yes, that is. But throughout all of the seasons, what has she straight up? I need y'all to tell me. But and even if now I will say this, sometimes when they say the word lying, I think a lie is a lie, but there's also being manipulative. And I think Drew can be, and I'm a Drew fan. I want Drew to win. There's something about that angel face. I want to win.
Yes.
However, I think she can be very, I don't know if even manipulative is the word, but what is it when you purposely want to, like deception a little bit? Like I sense a little bit of deception, like with the act and the way she and things like that. Because I don't think we know. Huh?
What do you mean I did that? I mean, I didn't do that. I came just to support you, Pinky. I just came all the way down here, wasted my day to come down here to not audition to support you.
And I want her to stand in when she's being shady. Like, I did love when she told, okay, Michelle, maybe you need to speak up for yourself. Because I agree, because you told everybody your issues with Drew, but Drew. Don't, come on. I was going to say, are we get ready to fight?
Valid. No, okay. Valid. Ah! Woo, no, valid. I was trying to figure out what you were going with it, but once you got me there, I said, okay, that's valid.
Yeah, so like when she does stuff like that, boom, you're right. But it's like, let's be, like you said, I can honestly say I don't have, with this cast, much like Rhode Island, I don't have not even a favorite anymore, but I can appreciate all of them and be displeased with all of them, some more than others.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Pinky is funny. She makes me laugh.
Love.
She's smart. Love. She's a TED Talk, like Shamia said.
You gave me a TED Talk. Did you see it?
Yes. I commented and was like, I need to get a notebook. And I brought it up on here before, how you just were talking and she immediately gave you some amazing business ideas. And it was like, the way it just flows from her.
I've implemented some of them. I have.
Yeah.
And I've implemented the rest of them.
She could be a consultant as well.
I got $1 million advice.
Yes. And we must shout out Shamia and this is where Shamia did get the part. I mean, we haven't started
Oh
filming
yes, she
yet,
did.
but
Yes, yes, yes.
I said, "Oh, Shamia."
No, no, but you know who wasn't happy in the preview about it? Angela.
She was not. And I'm like, this is where it makes it seem like, Angela, now you're being a hater. Like, Angela, I don't
Clock
want
that
that for
T.
you.
You gotta clock it if you're gonna clock the TV, man.
Yes, I don't want that for you, Angela. I don't want that for you.
Everybody's got their good and their bad, and you put them all, and there you have the facts of life. You got to put them together. You got to put it.
Yes.
That's some of the stuff that Angela does that's not great. You know, she has
Yes.
some great qualities,
Yeah.
and she has some not so great qualities. And as long as you stay on reality television, you're going to have to do it. And I want to move on to Rhode Island because I love them, but I want to mention this really quickly as you ask me some questions. I must ask you. I saw a lot of people upset that Shamia said that she wants to have those names, the receipts, the proof, and the timeline of which player she slept with down to the reunion. But she sent the lady a cease and desist, and everybody kept reminding them of that cease and desist. How do you feel about that?
I feel like the cease and desist for what? Now, she did say that the Hawks had a conversation with her. She didn't say what. She didn't say exactly what. She didn't say the extent of it. She didn't say it was a warning. She didn't say any of that. She said they had a conversation. To me, a cease and desist, or in the words of Tamara Judge, I think she said, what did she call it? A desist and cease?
Assistant. I'm gonna say that.
Yes. So, there was a part of me that kind of looked at Shamia like it was that serious for you to send her that.
It is.
But then Angela can't speak on it, therefore she can't bring anything that. Now I'm gonna say this, but Angela did say on Watch What Happens Live, I'm not the first person to mention this. Shamia herself said it in her confessional about the rumors have been around of her sleeping with players since the cat was a kitty. Shamia did say that about herself on the show.
I must go back and watch that. I don't trust. I love all of the ladies. I don't trust anything any of them says up their mouth until I go back and watch it.
I remember she said it. It's in her confessional last season. In her confessional last season, the rumors. Yeah. Yes.
That was a kid. I remember that.
The rumors have been around with her sleeping with, but that I'm not saying that gives Angela a license to, but we know that's what they do, right? But I did look at Shamia like, wow, was it that serious? But maybe to her it was. At the same time, she's not going to be able to talk about it if we're taking this cease and desist seriously. So at this point,
the what? Camera, Shondell. Listen, catch. You ready to catch it? You ready to catch it?
Hold on, I'm ready.
Shamia called Angela's bluff. And the reason why is because if you're telling the truth, you shouldn't be worried about a cease and desist.
Right.
Put the names on the table.
That's true.
If it's the truth, girl, I don't give a damn about that because a cease and desist is not a lawsuit. It's warning me to keep my mouth shut about this particular subject.
That's true.
Because you're spreading slanderous lies. Now, if I'm not spreading a slanderous lie and I'm spreading the god-awful truth,
right,
then it should not impair me from doing what I got to do. I did think it was rich at first, and I said, well, that's rich. You would say that when you sent that. And I was even putting out the post, and I was like, child, they're going to get your sister. And I was like, they're going to get you. I was like, Lee, man, you're not making it any easier. But if you're telling the truth, you're going to have a name.
That's true. And she's not going to have a name because they're rumors.
She's going to say the cease and desist. And if I was there, I would say the cease and desist shouldn't stop you if you know what you're talking about and you're telling the truth. Or do you go around, like she said in the rest of that interview and said, or do you go around making up lies on people like the people say you did about Phaedra? And that's everybody. When I saw her say that, I said, now I hope the people don't switch it up, but the people do not see it for Shamia right now, right? Yeah. And so that got glossed over because everybody last season, Shamia did say that with Leah's Lemonade. Hey, Leah, love you.
Hey, Leah.
Say that on Leah's Lemonade that she felt that Angela made up this whole cockamamie thing.
Yes,
and,
she did.
It was an excuse to come to us with the BS, right? To frame Phaedra. But she was not the only thing. She parroted an internet talking point because that was heavy on the street, that the people felt like Angela made that up to frame Phaedra to have something to do for the rest of the season. Now, if you've lied on Phaedra, or whatever it is, and you're letting it go because whatever, and now you're perpetuating further rumors, even though this is what housewives do. At this point, since we're calling things a thing, we're calling people lapdogs, right? Right? Calling people this and we're calling people that, right? Then what are we forced to call Angela if she has done nothing but perpetuate rumors, lies, and innuendo? I ask you, is it a coincidence? I ask you. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
That is a very good point.
I did think it was a punk move at first. I did. I said, and this is some scary punk stuff. But a cease and desist does not absolve the truth.
Right.
And so if you are speaking the truth, I'll see you down to the courthouse about it. Because am I lying or are you lying? Now, are you willing to go under oath and say that I'm telling a lie on you sleeping with this man and we all know that it's true? And are you willing to go under oath and do that? So that's how you what? Uno reverse. Well, actually, you do like Portia did and wiggle up out of that cease and desist, like when Candy gave her one, but y'all weren't saying Candy needed to get fired because she gave her one. When Portia got to that interview, to that reunion, she say, you know what? I was starting cease and desist, so I'm going to give it over to Phaedra because that's the mother who told me.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Wiggle out of that and save my job, and she definitely did that. So if Angela's not going to do that, then I am forced to believe that it's a lie.
That is a lie, yeah.
So now that's how you fight with people, though. Here's the thing. Yes, this is what they do. This is what they do. But I don't want nobody fight me with no lie.
Now because to me, when you throw out a lie, the people that don't like you, it's human nature. They're going to automatically believe it.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
People say, oh, she did that. She did that. Somebody in my comments said something to that effect. And I was so tempted to comment, how do you know?
Yeah, because how do you, right.
You know? Do you know?
Do you know the gentleman?
Do you know the Muffin Man? Like, do you know?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. Shout out to Leo. Oh, Lord Jesus. But seriously, though, like, how do you know this? So, yeah, Angela, now's the time to talk it like you walk it like you talk it.
Yeah.
Angela, because you can read the girls down boots. But arguably, you started this by saying that Shamia lay on her back to get ahead in life. She's married to a multi-millionaire, wealthy businessman. Mm-hmm. So I would have taken that as not only a dig at me for being a gold digger, but a dig at my marriage for being based off of nothing but me digging for gold and finding a simp who would give it to me. Yeah. You did come first. And so you did do that. Mm. You did. And I know everybody don't want to. I know. This is some hard truth to hear. But she did. She did, y'all. She said it first. And then Shamia started in on Charles. And then Angela got her right on back and ate her own up about her stuff, right? Other rumors and the innuendo. But if there are lies, that's one thing. But if the truth, a little cease and desist ain't gonna hurt you, baby, because the truth is on your side. All right.
The truth, you're right.
Right. You're right. Always prevail. So that's what I think about that cease and desist thing.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Because that is a different way to look at it. Because like you said, I was like, what? But then when you really get into the weeds of it, it's like, I guess we'll see. I'm actually excited about this reunion.
Is it true? That's what I would. If I was Shamia and I'm sending the cease and desist, now I'm finna nail you. Who?
Right.
I have a cease and desist. I can't talk about. You can talk about it if you're gonna tell the truth.
Listen, Angela better be down there like there was Brenda, Letitia, that's Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Felicia.
If somebody sends me a cease and desist and it's true, I'm gonna air them out, baby. Yeah. I know it was Donna, Lynn, Tanya, and Ulysses.
On this date, at this date, you were with this. Yeah.
I'm gonna air you out. Oh, you want to play? Let's play. Now let's go to the courthouse and you sit on that stand and you put your hand on the Bible under oath and tell them people that I'm telling you I'm lying on you.
Yeah.
But if not, now Angela is framed as someone who schemes and plots.
Yes. Yeah. That's true too.
And lies, and that's how she fights. She fights with a lie, and that's dangerous. And do I want to film with somebody who's going to weaponize dangerous lies against me?
Well, and that's the thing, because I know that people throw out these lies, which is going to transition us into Rhode Island.
Oh yes, get
My
into it.
thing is, when we sit up here, we can say, I heard. This is what
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. This is what I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
That's normal, because we get on these housewives, but when we sit up here and we discuss it, we talk about things based on what we've heard, what we've seen. Sometimes if we know it, we live in the area, we may hear things, whatever, right? And so we make sure, I try to make sure to present it like, this is what I heard. This is the source. This is what the source is saying. However, what I found with Rhode Island, in my opinion, may be unpopular. Because I was a little bit seeing what Liz was saying, and I said Joellen might get on my nerves next season, based on what I was seeing.
Joanna get
And
on my nerves this season.
I'm gonna jump into my girl Rosie
Oh.
and Kelsey and Joellen talking about this police report,
Mm.
and Joellen saying you were in the police report, which led me to believe they must have seen it, because you can request those things only for her to say she talked to the cops that wrote it. So the cops that wrote it couldn't send you a screenshot. And even if you didn't show it, tell Andy, I have the screenshot. I know it's her. You haven't seen it. And Alicia co-signed Rosie about it being a student. The interesting thing was Kelsey said if it was a student, that was big news. That would have been all over the place. Only for later on, Rosie was like, there's been no pictures of me. There's been no this. There's been no that. Oh, it's because he's married, so they're keeping it under wraps. Who were they? The same people that would have exposed it if it was a student. So for me, it was really, when I tell you, it was grinding at my gears. And I'm going to tell you, and I said it in one of my Rhode Island recaps, Joellen, I didn't use the word double agent. I'm using it today. But what I said was Joellen be in Rosie's face, portraying one thing, but she be talking about her and be on Kelsey's side. I said it. And I said on this reunion, Joellen is a double agent with Rosie. Whether y'all like Rosie or not, Joellen is a double agent. And let me tell you something. Although I feel like Liz can sometimes come off that she's higher than Giraffe Coochie, I was catching Joellen's responses to what she was saying. When she said, did we not have voicemails about this scene? Did we not know? Joellen says, oh, I don't know. Huh.
You know everything else?
You didn't know this was going to come up? We talked about the voicemails. Oh, I mean, yes, we talked about them. I believe Liz a little piece when it comes to some of that. Liz isn't as crazy as Joellen is trying to make her seem. And Alicia, listen, Alicia in the cute little, I love a cracker. I love a cracker. You ain't as clueless as you want the people to believe.
She got Liz up off her ass, didn't she? Ow! She better live up off that thing, didn't it? Let's work me slow. Let's talk about this Rosie and whatever. Rosie, Kelsey, and Joellen. Joellen, you know, I'm gonna call her. You called her a secret agent, a double
agent.
Double agent, because she got the pot cooked between them in the first place.
Yes, she. I said
and she denied it. She backed out.
Come on.
She put it all on Rosie.
Yes, she did. Because you mad at Rosie for doing what you're doing, being inquisitive about other folks' business, i.e. ruler. You brought up Kelsey and said she had a bad day when you could have very easily said, oh, I met up with her. You know, she's straight or whatever. So, of course, because y'all are all talking about rumors, Rosie says, oh, is she having a bad day? Is she in a poly relationship? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And then you want to flip it on her like she's being nosy.
Rosie was being shaded, though.
Even still, you want to flip it like you wasn't doing the same thing.
I had nothing to do with it. Yes, you did. We on Rhode Island right now, right? So let me go ahead. Do we go people mind? Do the magnifiers? Do you mind if I unsnap my bra?
They don't.
Can I let my boots down? Can I let my boots down? because this guy it's happening. It's
Come on,
happening.
Pastor.
Guess what? Okay. Guess what? When it comes to Rosie and Kelsey, I was initially on Kelsey's side
I
because
know you
I
was. We was
always,
about to fight about it. I'm sorry to
yeah,
interrupt. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm always where it starts. I'm a tippy top of the I don't bang with Melissa because she went behind Teresa back talking to Danielle and telling her all Teresa business, and then Danielle said that at the reunion, and the next season to Melissa was on there acting like she didn't know what was going on. I didn't do nothing to Teresa. I never messed with Teresa. Bullshit the baker. That's something I always say. Bullshit the baker, but not me. Bullshit the baker now because you was behind that girl back trying to get on her show.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree with
So
that.
that's why and I've been binge watching New Jersey too because they run all the episodes in the block. But Teresa do some stuff. I gotta be honest. Teresa done did some stuff now, but ultimately at the end of the day, when we boil down to the scenario, it's gonna always be Team Teresa for me. I know that's divisive. I know that's controversial because Melissa should have never got on the show the way that she did. I would never.
I will say, even though I say I don't always be teams, but I was firmly Team Teresa this first couple of seasons when Melissa was on the show.
Because Melissa, you okay.
Come
So
on,
that's
like,
why I was Team Kelsey, right? You understand what I'm saying about it? But even with Kelsey and Rosie, I don't really have much of an opinion about Kelsey and Rosie because it's entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Joellen is who I have the opinion on. I never saw it for Joellen a day in the book, in a day on the show. Everybody knows.
Come on.
I am so entertained by her, and I want to go on the limb and say this. I think Joellen is better for the show long run than Liz is. Liz scares the absolute living daylights out of me. I am scared of her. Oh my God, she scares me, man. Like, jeez Louise. She scares the crap out of me. Like, I have not been that. Good grief.
She makes you uneasy?
She was one who?
Does she make you uneasy? I'm sorry, I just wanted to ask you before I forgot. Does she make you uneasy? Like,
yes, she does. I get very it's menacing.
Okay.
Even if she's right, it's something about it. There's an underbelly in it. Like, I'm gonna tie cinder blocks to your legs and throw you at the bottom of the ocean over this shit. And it's just right, girl. Calm down. They wrong. They gaslighting you and they lying. But hold it up, swallow up.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's still housewives. They still giving housewives. It feels like right now, Rhode Island feels like Salt Lake City with Jen Shaw. With Liz. And when Liz leaves, it'll feel like Salt Lake City with Jen gone.
Wow.
Those girls are scared of Jen. They were scared. Even when Lisa was trying to stand up to her and was like, I'll fight you. But she was fighting her tears back because she didn't want nobody to think she was no punk. She was scared. And I think even though Joellen says that she'll knock on lights out, she's going to be scared by doing it. And even though Alicia cussed her out, she was still scared while she was cussing her out. Like, they are afraid. And that doesn't make a great housewives cast to be legitimately terrified of somebody you're working with. It's not fun. However, I've always seen through Joellen. I never saw it for the Joellen and Rula of it all. And you're going to tell me that you talked to the police officers, but you came to the reunion with no proof and you didn't see it for yourself. That, my friends, is the difference between journalists who get in the work and do the field. In the field and do the work. She's in the field doing the work. She's down to the courthouse with the people.
I was just looking up. I was just trying to get the DUI arrest report to see if she was in it, but I didn't have enough time to finish. Go ahead.
Catch that dirt. Somebody said we're nosy. We're journalists.
Journalists.
But that's the difference between journalists and a blogger. That's a blogger. Joellen's a blogger. Joellen blogs. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
What you mean you talk to police officers? I would say, and could you point me to the nearest place I can give my $2.99 to get this police report? Thank you. And I'll write it right on down that reunion and clear that up. Baby, this is you, Rosie. They say you're in it. They say you're doing it. Rosie, I have not been on her side at all. I'm sorry. I have not. I didn't feel bad when Kelsey was putting the bricks to Rosie because Rosie started. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. Rosie started it. And that's just the kind of girl I am. You started it. Now Rosie, Kelsey getting you back and she whacking you a little bit. Now it's, we got to feel bad for Rosie. I don't. I lived when Rosie packed up Kelsey, balled her up, and threw her out of her house. I thought that was phenomenal television. I was surprised that Rosie had that dog in her like that. I was like, Rosie, my God. Rosie got a little bit of that dog in her. And then you know what I said after this? I don't care who's right or who's wrong. I love watching it. Give me more.
Yeah.
don't ever. They can be friends for a little bit, as long as they fight for a little bit more. Like I need that. I want it to be Lisa Barlow and Angie K. As long as it doesn't turn into what it turned into last season, because Angie K just got like really mean last season. In my opinion, as long as it doesn't go there, I'm okay with it, right? But Joellen, I think that she's a blogger. I'm sick of her, and I'm glad, and everybody gonna be mad at me about this one too. I'm glad Rula cussed her slap out. I am so glad Rula cussed her out. Do you know why I'm glad? Yes, Rula is delusional. Yes, Rula need to leave Brian. But at the end of the day, you've done your part, Joe. You put her on game. If she don't want to leave her man, let it go. I feel like Rula is well within her rights to cuss her out and call her ever whore in the book like she did at the end of the episode.
Baby.
Because it is no longer just about Brian. Brian called your job. You got your lick back. You told her, you showed her, you gave her the proof, right? That's your lick back. You continue to keep going episodes after episodes after episode. You keep showing all the girls whether Rula's in the scene or not, talking to them about it, whether Rula's in the scene or not, showing them evidence. You friend with you friends with the mistress, you this and then you that and it. And now it becomes, if it were me and I were Rula, it becomes no, you don't respect me. You're disrespecting me. Because if you respect me at all, though Brian tried you and you got your lip back, you will let it go. But the fact that you can't let it go, now you're disrespecting me in the marriage that I choose for whatever the reason I choose to do is to stay in. So if you are my friend, you said your piece, now let the mouse go. The fact that you continually do not let it go, you do not respect me at all. And I am 100% 10 toes down behind Rula, cussing her slap out. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Joellen deserves to be cussed out. Furthermore, because if this was your lick back on Brian for Brian calling you, then when you come to me about my man cheating on me, I don't want it from you. It's not genuine. You're doing it out of malice. You're doing it out of get back, and you don't care who it hurts because you only got Brian in your eyeliner and you don't understand you hurt me in the process. Girlfriend, let Ashley come over here and tell me that. You can't tell me that. I don't let everybody pray over me. I don't let everybody fix my food. I don't let everybody cook my food. You can't let everybody do everything for you, baby. And sometimes some people can't tell you stuff. I might know something about Taria, but you know what? Me and Taria are in a great place right now. And if I tell her she ain't gonna believe it no way, and we're gonna get in a fight about it, girl, you go over there and tell her about her man.
Right.
I can't tell her about her man. I can't tell her about her man.
Right, but as long as the information gets to her.
Absolutely. You got your lit back, Joellen. Let it go. And if for Joellen to have the unmitigated gall to say, why is Rula sitting up here on the reunion anyway when she's only been in 3 episodes? Because of you. Because you bring up every chance you get.
Yes, because of you. Exactly. Because of you.
When a real housewife don't want to work with you, they ice you out. They don't talk about you. They pay you dust. They walk right past you in the room. They don't give the storyline any energy. And you have been the only one keeping the storyline alive because everybody know Brian cheat. Let Brian cheat in peace. Rula ain't going nowhere. Rula don't even have a piece of the business. She don't even have a piece of his heart. I don't know what she has a piece of. But whatever it is, she holding on to it tight. And sometimes you have to let a man and a woman or a person, or they or them, come to the conclusion on their own after they have the Carfax. Now, I gave you the Carfax. You still want to buy this car? Buy it. I don't know what to tell you. When it breaks down on you, do not call me to pick you up.
Right.
Or maybe you can because I am your friend. And I'm going to still pick you up. And on the car ride there, I ain't going to tell you I told you so today, but I'm going to tell you I told you so tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But girl, get in this car for right now. You get what I'm saying? So, Joellen, you're not coming. That's the I hate when people say they're doing something out of the goodness of their heart, when people say that they are doing something because they care about you, and it is opposite. I hate it. I hate when people say, well, I'm the peacemaker of the group and I want everybody to be peace. I hate. Dr. Jackie says she's the peacemaker of the group and wants nothing more than to see the Married to Medicine girls be together and on one accord, but she wouldn't even look at Mariah Hux. test results when it came against Pac because she hated Mariah that much. You can't be a peacemaker and you hate one person in the group. You can't be at peace then. You are actively contributing to the discourse. Just like Cynthia is not a peacemaker on Real Housewives of Atlanta because every time she going right back and telling somebody about Shamia business. She's going right back and lying about Shamia. She's going right back on Shamia. As opposed to when she got down and had that sit down with her and say, listen to me, I am mad at you because you got the Dallas and showed your ass about that dirty room and I am upset with you and I'm going to need a little break.
Right.
Boom. But instead of doing that, she's going around and dropping seeds and planting seeds and eating the girl up behind her back.
Right. Same thing that Joellen.
Same thing, Joellen. I don't like no fake sincerity. I do not deal with that well. That is the biggest way. If you're gonna do it, don't do it for me then, baby. Let me get you on.
Right. Or do it without the caveat of this is because I care about you. What I wish Rula had done was when I wish she hadn't said, get me, this could be manufactured, get me proof. And Joellen says, I'll get you proof. I wish at that point, Rula had said, check this out. Me and Brian have moved on. All this you talking, I've looked at it, but I don't want to hear no more. I'm done with it.
Thank you. Rula did not do that.
I wish Rula had to put her foot down like she's doing at the reunion.
Yes.
And said this. I also believe, is there truth to what Rula is saying based on the fact that none of them girls said, no, we haven't heard that rumor about Joellen?
I'm waiting for next episode.
Okay.
Because they do it like this.
But they said it earlier in the episode too. And Rula said it and they didn't say anything. But you're right. They could come to her defense.
And I want to be interested to see who takes up for Joellen.
Me
if
too.
Somebody on Joellen's side, I don't care. If Ashley chimes in and says that's not true, I may believe it. If Liz chimes in and says that's not true, I'm gonna believe it because Liz not featuring Joellen right now. You get what I'm saying,
baby? But this also makes sense. Going back to, I was wondering Liz's switch up in the beginning of the season. She's telling Rula, but he is Ma. She's going with Joellen, and then she switches up on the bus ride to the polo match or whatever they were going to. And says Joellen is doing it maliciously and that she doesn't believe it. And in my mind, I kept going, what is making her switch up? And then I think about some of the stuff that she said at the reunion. Joellen lets Rosie know we had a text thread, not just about the show, about you. We had a text thread about you. And Joellen goes and sits in Rosie's face and says, Liz made me delete it. And Joellen said, I probably did. I think I was drunk when I said it. So you admit to blaming it on Liz. So it makes me think that Liz isn't lying about, hey, we're going to talk. They may have said something like, hey, we're going to talk about this scene on the way. Of
course, that's what housewives do.
But it went left. And now Joellen is acting as if she didn't know about it, which is making Liz because when she was saying stuff to Joe, like the way she acted, when Rosie's husband was singing, was like, why is she calling her a manipulator, this or that, or this or that? But it's stuff that's going. She's just not very good at, to me, necessarily laying her point out. And Joellen is very good at being calm and making Liz look like the crazy one.
Because guess what? I mean, listen, I know we don't advocate for violence like you do. Get your hand off of me.
And let me tell you, when she said, and Joellen had nerve to say, you're somebody that can't be touched. You were antagonizing me. If I told you, get your hand off my leg.
You're still doing it.
I said,
Joellen dangerous. You have to watch her. She's dangerous. She's deep. She's what the girls like to call the double. She's deep and dangerous.
And then you pulled my hair. I didn't see a pull like what Sheree did to Kim's, but she did touch. She did.
No, Liz, you took it a little too far, Diva.
Yeah, and when she kicked her chair. However, I was like, this is driving, like all in Liz is spiraling because I know all this stuff that's going on. I can't say, yes. And Joellen sitting up there, just like she said, you were in the police report. No, I didn't see it. I talked to the cops. Now I didn't know about the voice notes. Why would you say, and to me, again, you set that unaired scene with her and Rosie talking about their parents, their moms. And I'm going to say this, and this might be a little bit controversial.
Give it to me.
Maybe where she sent her to wasn't the place for her. Be clear. I don't think you only hopped out of a window to go see your boyfriend one time.
Oh
And I
gosh.
think there might be something to now. Again, I'm not saying I agree with sending listen, it depends on the circumstances. I don't think, to me, I don't know if I could send my child somewhere unless they were being like a terrorist, right? And even then, that's not something that we normally do. I don't, I, Alicia says that Joellen was doing the typical teenage stuff. I wonder if it was more than that and if it was a continuous a pattern, but it wasn't to the degree of she should have been in places where she should have been, because I don't know if I necessarily don't believe that Joellen can't manipulate a little bit.
She's manipulative. She just sat there and said, she put out there that you're in the police report. She put that out there. And then that's manipulative to say, like, I know for 100% certainty you're in a police report. And then they say, and then 5 minutes later say, I mean, I didn't see it though, but I know you're in it because I talked to the people who did it.
If I sat in your face and shout out to our friend Carlos and said, me and Carlos had a text thread about you, but I just want you to know, like, and it was, Carlos made me delete it as if I'm looking out for you by telling you. And that's how Joe Mullen presented it to Rosie. I feel like I'm looking out by telling you, but you was throwing Liz under the bus when you were an active participant in the thread.
Just like you threw Rosie under the bus when you had that conversation started about Kelsey.
Yes.
That's what she does. She drive the bus. She throw you under and drive on it.
I said, Joellen. Oh, Joellen is a housewife.
She's deep and dangerous. She's deep and dangerous. But somebody need to clock her. And I don't think Liz.
She's not capable.
She's not. She got it. She's on the right street though.
Yeah.
This will be a moment that we look back in, that people look back on years later, that they bring up when Liz is no longer on the show. Oh my God, Liz is right. You know what I mean? I just think that I want them to have fun, though. You know what I mean? I want to be fun.
Okay, what did you think? Because part of me was like, are they performing? And then a part of me was like, I don't know. I mean, it was good. I don't want seasons of this, though.
I don't think Liz was performing. Liz was pissed.
Yeah, she was. When she was looking at her like this, I said, she's telling the truth about some of that.
She ain't lying. She's not lying on them.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This may be all tea and all shade.
You know, I love that.
Well, actually, I'm not trying to be shady, and it's not any tea. I'm just asking a legitimate question.
Okay.
I do want to say I believe all the ladies are pretty. That's one.
Oh.
How far is Rhode Island from Jersey? I should know this. Not that far.
I don't know why. What you got?
Did Rula go to the same doctor that did Jen Aiden? Why are you drinking when you're going to need to talk to answer? Did Rula go to the same doctor that Jen Aiden went to get her rhinoplasty? Because I could be the only one, but I kind of felt like,
as a man, I refrain from commenting, but either she went to either she went to Jen Aiden's or she went to Melissa's first three. However, I'm a sucker for highlights, and I loved her hair.
Yes. And I think Rula was a beautiful woman. Now, I'm not against, I preach, if you want to tweak, push, pull up, take out, do it. It did make me wonder if part of it had to do with her marriage. Huh?
See how we do?
Yeah.
I said, you already said it too at the same time?
What'd you say?
I said, when you said it at the same time, I said, I hope she didn't do it to keep that man.
That's what, come on. And so, a more European nose? Possibly, I don't know.
That's not gonna keep him, baby. He's gone.
She got part of a minority owner in his business.
God, might have known.
I looked at her and was like, what was I truly hope that she did it out of, like she said, this is something I've wanted to do for years. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out Brian never wanted her to do it, and she's revolting and saying, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't know.
I got you on this TV now. and everybody know you ain't right. And if you get like marriage, maybe and Joella might be blowing up the spot. Girl, hush. I'm not leaving. I want him to leave me so I can get my
And
check. You
that's
want girl. And here's what really get my goat about Joe Ellen. This is what really gets my goat. Are you ready? What really grinds my gear? What really boils my grits? Are you ready? Why is she worried about everybody else's house but her own? And her own, she need to be worried about her sister and her husband.
She said that's a running joke in their family.
It ain't funny to me.
That's what I said. I don't did me and no, I don't joke like that about my husband. And he doesn't joke like that about me. Yeah.
The way they was giving it up in, this season, and she raising the children, not raising the children, you guys, of course.
Right, but
no, ma'am. Joella, sweep around your own front door, babe. That's the problem. People be worried about other people's stuff and don't be worried about their own stuff.
And what I got from when Joellen said that she was laid off, I hope it didn't have anything to do with Brian, because that would be like, that's not cool. But she said, I did start working, but I decided after 20 years, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom and focus on my kids. I said, translation class. I'm now a housewife on TV.
Cause yeah, that too. Oh yeah, she's playing the game, baby. She's playing.
Yes.
But also, is she getting back in that house to make sure that sister ain't up in there? I just need to know that. That's what I want to know. What's that about? Didn't he kiss his sister before he kissed her?
He touched her boob in 7th grade.
No, sir, I don't give a hot.
She said her sister never dated him. He touched her boob in 7th grade.
And I'm not saying he has. I'm not saying they have anything going on. I'm just saying it didn't look great.
Yeah, it did. Exactly. It did. It looked kind of like.
And then she joked about it on Watch What Happens Live, and she was the only one that laughed. Even Andy was like,
right. See, come on.
I don't know about that one, Diva. I don't know about that one. But you know, that's the age-old time. Tell us time. I was going to say something, but it's so nefarious and so gross, and I just can't say this. But there's been other housewives recently that have been worried about other people's business and not worried about their own. And then you got people showing up, taking pictures with their attorneys and stuff like that after the business is handled. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to worry about your own business. You got to sweep around your own front door. Get your sister at the house, girl. And then you come over there. Ruler better than me. Ruler better. Every time I see her, I sock it to her. Sock it to her, Ruler. She deserves it. Because while she gets it, I understand. I don't want people to think it's lost upon me. Brian deserves some discipline for what he did to her. But now it's affecting Ruler.
And now it's looking like, oh my God, the girl, she doesn't want the info.
Yeah.
And she's not even, her doing that on camera when they were at their house with the video, and then her not being the one to tell Ruler when you told Ruler, I'll get you proof. Even though Ruler shouldn't have went along with that. But she did. So she did. So that's like, and I get what Joellen was saying. Like, we're at the reunion. You think we're not going to talk about it? Yes, of course we are. But some of it's like, how much of it is you digging for information or the information coming to you?
She's a blogger.
That police report thing, it really made me undone. I was undone.
It exposed her.
Yeah.
She and everybody's business. I really hope somebody get in hers.
And I knew this, but also it confirmed Kelsey has Liz, Joellen, and Liz and Joellen do her bidding for her. Kelsey really can't go toe to toe on her own.
Because Rosie, I said in my review of that, I said, Kelsey, stop arguing with people smart. But I'm sorry about that. I said in my review, Kelsey, stop arguing with people that's smart, baby. You can't do that. Rosie's a smart girl.
When she said, "You really believe I suck dick for a living?" and Rosie said, "Yeah, your coworker is in Florida," and then she tried to turn around and say, "Do you suck dick?" And she said no. And she said, "Let me know when you have a divorce. Let me know when you get divorced to have an attorney." And I said, Rosie should have said, "But you've never been married."
How you know what keep a husband? I just would like to know, how do you know the perils of a wife?
I
I
mean,
would like
come
to
on,
know.
Portia. You will never know.
Yeah, I would like to know how you know what it's like to maintain a married household.
You've
Where
only
is
had to
your house?
maintain a household 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, not even that, because the people say you're not maintaining that. You haven't maintained that in a while.
Yeah.
So where is the household that you're actually maintaining? You're talking about me and my house. Show us yours.
Come on. But when I said Rosie was just sitting there, I mean, Kelsey was sitting there looking, and I said, "Yeah," and
You
and
don't want it.
and they just. The crazy part is, though, I do want them to. I want them to have a. I do want them to get along,
They have to have a housewife relationship. They are going to be the future of the show. I
and
think
I.
Rose is going to be the one nobody sees coming. She's going to be like the queen bee.
Yeah, I could see that, and I think Joellen thinks that's going to be her.
You know, my favorite Joella moment of the season was when Joellen was storming behind Liz. You come here. It was just,
I like when she told Liz, "I'll f you up." I said, "Now that was come on." Now, oh, I said, "Come on." I
I
don't
wish I could see
understand,
my face on the podcast because
huh?
I'm doing a face like I said. I wish the people on the podcast could see my
Oh.
face. I'm giving that face like I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I
I'm scared of
feel
Liz. I'm sorry.
like now I'm not gonna say violence shouldn't be. I'll just say that. However,
Say
sometimes
it.
it should be.
No,
I'll just
no,
say
I don't
that.
want you to lose everything you have. Say it.
I've said this before. The people here know that I've said, is violence the answer? No. Violence is the question. And sometimes the answer to that question is yes.
Yeah, whether I should kick your ass or not up in here.
Come on. Like, because when Rula stood up, I said, now wait. Now, when she stood up
If
over
we were
Joellen, I said,
jumping
now
her,
wait a minute.
I would have wanted a piece of that ass at that moment.
Yeah,
She
I
didn't care.
said,
She
Joe,
gonna
I
lose.
said, oh, what's she gonna do? When I'm sorry, when Joellen is funny when she said, I don't know what's bigger, the hole between your, no, she said, you're a slut. And Joellen said, no, your husband's a slut.
Now, baby, I'm so glad Rula had enough. Rula said, so you want to talk about it? You want to do it? You want to go? You want to have a go? You want to do it? I said, yeah. Now,
I,
Joanna's going to put you upside down, Rue.
and then when Joellen said, I will break your nose.
I was like, I don't think you want it with her, though. I think Joanna can get Rula. I don't think she can get Liz, though.
Listen, I screamed when she said your husband's a slut. I said that, and Corey looked at me. I said, that's okay, Rolla. When my husband wears gray sweatpants and a wave cap, he's like a slut too.
My man better than ever. What you got them on for?
He said, that's what when he put on his wave cap the other night. I said, so you just want to be a slut around here? Because I love a wave cap. That's lingerie to me. I've talked about this. So you trying to be a slut?
It is so like, what are you doing to me? Like,
Right.
why are we doing this?
And then I'm very 90s with a throwback jersey and some butter Tims. I love in the villa that they got Tims on. I said, come on.
You got the love that I need.
The love you want. So me and Corey, real funny, side note, me and Corey sings. We were at a party together. We were dancing. And the DJ was like, raise your hand. It was a big party. And the DJ was, and we weren't together. Like we weren't dating or nothing. I had went with some of my friends. He happened to be there. Yeah. So he starts dancing and Butter Love came on Butter Love. And he was singing the song in my ear. Like when we were dancing. Yeah. We weren't dating. We weren't nothing. First, the DJ said, raise your hand if you sexy. And I was just kind of in there. He was like, why you ain't raise your hand? I was like,
I just love it when a man is a man, girl. I do.
and then he was singing in my ear. I was like, oh.
Listen, I love it when a woman is a woman, a they is a they, and a them is a them. Okay?
Listen.
So I don't know where I come from, but I love it when a man is a man. Ooh,
you got the love that I want.
You got the love, baby. Oh, yes, God.
That is my song. But yes, I enjoyed. I'm trying to think. Were there other? I want to make sure I hit all the points about Rhode Island. Did you have any other points that really stood out to you overall with the season and also
I thought it
You
was
know,
a really good first season of Housewives. We know first season Housewives can be either really good or really not so good,
yeah.
right? I thought it was a good starting point. Um, I love the cast. I at first used to hate new cast members on Housewives,
Okay.
but I want to see more. I want to see more like new girls. I love Rhode Island. I want to see more new Rhode Islanders and da da da. I think we
You
can keep
mean you
it
want
like.
more women?
I just want to meet new. I just want to meet more people from Rhode Island. Like maybe a friend. We don't need a new housewife. Maybe a friend. Maybe a new friend. No, not yet. Too soon.
I feel
Okay.
like I want to get locked in with these girls.
Well, I thought that Beverly Hills did a great second season when we got Brandy as a friend. What
Slut
about
pig.
Dana? Did you see 25,000?
You did it perfect. Do it again.
Did you see 25,000? But they did it great. They kept the main cast
That's
and they just
true.
gave them things to play with. You
That is
know.
a good point.
I like that. I think that I hate to say this, and I hope Liz doesn't take this the wrong way, because Liz was my favorite at first. I thought she was mom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, she scares the crap out of me. I keep saying it. Now she just is like, oh my gosh. But maybe one more season of Liz, but I think Liz could be the first like departure. Contrary to
Mm.
popular belief, I believe that Ashley can stay. We need Ashley.
I like Ashley, and I feel like we need her because
Yeah.
I don't need a whole bunch of Joe Ellens. I don't need a whole bunch of rulers. I don't need a whole bunch of Kelseys because to me, Kelsey kind of fades to the back a little bit sometimes when she don't have backup. I don't need that, and I think though Rosie needs a Kelsey or somebody to because Rosie would
I
have
don't think
faded too.
Rosie I don't think Kelsey on Rosie level. I think she done chomped her up. I need Rosie versus Joella, and that's in game for me.
Oh yes,
In-game for me. That's a housewives match. I don't think
you're
Kelsey not in
right.
Rosie, y'all.
You're right.
Kelsey
You're
not.
right.
But she got unceremoniously ousted from Rosie. Me and Rosie would have been in that house thumping and bumping. You ain't gonna do me, baby.
You
You
know
ain't
what?
gonna do
You're right.
the
Her
house.
voice
You
was
ain't gonna do
shaking.
me.
I won that magic fair and square.
You didn't. And then which I hate to say that, but that's what it sounded like. When she came back, she's like, "Did you really just?" Yeah, she really just.
She
She really
really,
just backed up.
I am glad that Andy read the question and clocked it about what she said. Joelle, I mean, Rosie seemed like she was looking for a fight with them blueprints. Cause I said, Rosie got mad at Kelsey's little joke. I really wish that she had a laughed it off because you was trying to do stunts too with them blueprints right there. Cause at the
But
reunion, she said, well, you said you wanted to see the blueprints. Now, this is the moment, Carlos, where Carlos would have been right, but you didn't know that because we were filming and
I
nobody
know
was
that.
in the room to come back and tell you unless Joellen called you and told you.
Oh Lord, she probably did, but she didn't see the blueprint. She just heard about them. You know how she is.
Right. So,
Girl, Joellen, listen. I know that's unpopular. I think it's the cool thing. Like I'm edgy. I'm on the edge because I like Joellen. Like that's what the girls do. They pick the one that everybody hates and like I'm on the edge because I like this one. Like when the girls was like, oh, I like to read when Garcelle was on the show. I was like, girl, you don't like no damn to read. Stop it. You don't like no
they
damn
coming
to read.
out and they coming out now showing their
Yeah,
colors,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Oh, catch.
Yeah,
Showing their color.
I felt like indifferent to Joellen. Like I could like her, I could not like, sort of, like, oh, I can agree. Oh, I agree with you here. I don't agree with you here. But I
Yeah.
peeped that back and forth that she was doing with Rosie. And I said, I don't like that because I'm sorry. Another thing about Kelsey I wanted to bring up, which I don't necessarily trust her. She's a reliable narrator. They were talking about friendships. And Rosie brought up, I think it was Rosie, somebody brought up Kelsey saying in interviews, Rosie doesn't hang out with the rest of the cast. And Rosie
Mm,
said, I've never been invited out with Kel. No, I'm sorry. Ashley doesn't hang out. Ashley brought it up. Ashley
Ashley.
said, you said I don't hang out with the rest of Ashley doesn't hang out with the cast. I've never been invited out by you. And then
Yeah.
Kelsey says, can we go out? And I said, see, that's what, see, now you didn't put it, you try to put out a narrative about Ashley. She
Yeah,
doesn't
like
hang
Ashley
out.
thinks she's better than y'all. That's what
And
they trying to get Ashley up out of there, and she ain't going.
yeah, only to find out you never even asked her. And look, I'll say this. When Kelsey was talking about the posting, okay, I see you posting Pizza Mama. She should have simply said something to Rosie. Hey, Rosie, could you do me a favor? You know, I'm trying to get back on my feet. I'm going to be out doing whatever. Could you post? I know you've referred people, but would you mind posting about it on Instagram? That simple. Simple.
I love Ashley. She is when she got to crying because she thought of the people who would pass away in the future. She said, "People die, they never died before." Ooh,
I've done, how about I've done that before though?
I mean, I got it, but that wasn't what was going on right then.
Right, not at that moment, yeah.
You're like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, my homies ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had that reflective moment. I 100% wholeheartedly understood where she was coming from. I also recognized the girl, what?
We're not right. You know what? That's fair because that is true. That is fair.
What's going on in our life right now?
And you talk about somebody's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, okay then. Yeah, because people ain't never died before that's be dead. So yes, I get it. But also, what about how your husband's business is a money pit? Like that's a legitimate concern.
But no, but here's my thing. Ashley wants to get all the money she can, and Ashley just wants him to be full time because, and that's 2 episodes ago, I think it was, when her parents were there and they were talking about it. It does bring in money. It just doesn't bring in the amount that she makes. And that's what I don't like. She's so, I just need, and I said back, Ashley is still the same about Jared that she was when she first met him on The Bachelor in Paradise, honey. Because did you see the clip? And I've talked about this clip. I need to post it. Jared picked another woman, didn't pick her. They sent her away in the black car. She got in that black car crying only for her to tell the black car to go back. And Ashley went back. She was going to get her man. So this coffee shop makes him happy. And if it's not a money pit, it's just not, as long as y'all bills are being paid, and the agreement could be, well, Jared, you're going to need to do a little bit more social media.
She had me under the impression that, baby, they was down on their love.
Yeah. No.
Against the wind. I was like, wait, what?
If you go back to that episode, no, it brings in money, just not as much as he can do. So I said, if they need more money, then the agreement would be, Jared, you're going to, okay, let's do this for 2 years. And yes, it's bringing in money. Could you do more brand deals? Something easy, something simple. Then, because he clearly loves at Audrey's. He clearly loves it. But I also knew once the show hit, boom, just like she said, it's yeah.
And she's freaking, Bachelor Nation. They don't play about those people on Bachelor Nation. So.
Who is Audrey? No, I'm not watching Taylor. I barely want to watch her on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I could not. I was going to give the girls, the people, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. They film too much for me, girl. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I feel like you were not always a victim. When she went to them country music awards and posted something about one of the biggest, I'm paraphrasing. I'm going to tell you what she said because this pissed me. Taylor Frankie Paul, let me tell you.
Oh, girl, she's a hot mess, honey.
I'm gonna tell you about it. Hold on. I don't type anymore, so unless I have to. So okay, here we go.
Oh my God, my life is just typing.
Y'all gonna hear me say it. Hold on. I'm getting pissed off because, let me just pick up this because I keep hitting the wrong button. Hold on, because I want to read to you. I want to read this to you. Here we go. Taylor Frankie Paul posts about friends not supporting her country music awards. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yes. Okay. I think I remember something.
So this is what she said. Not a single one of my girls from Mom Talk said anything on my CMA post. Such a big night for me. Awkward. But then it came out, they had all texted her and said, congratulations, this is so exciting. That's Taylor Frankie Paul. And I can't stay. You gonna get on your big platform and know that your rabid followers are gonna now go to them girls' pages and say, when they text you separately, you got a show because you got on social media, and instead of just outing yourself, you want to out Mom Talk as being swingers, but not clear up who was doing what. You didn't even say it. Huh?
He said, that's why the girls don't want to work with you.
Yes. So you would that's how you didn't even say, don't worry about who else was in it. You gonna say Mom Talk, so now everybody's looking at all the ladies in Mom Talk. Taylor Frankie Paul, to me, and her liking the Charlie Kirk stuff, that's not a surprise.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Girl,
She wanted him.
Next case. I don't
And
do
she's a
nothing
Trumper.
else.
Yeah. So for me, I could have even, because hello, we watch TV. So, you know, more white folks is on TV than black folks. So we know we're gonna have to look at those type people, right? So we know that. However, this victim mentality of hers all the time is too much for me.
I only got space for one set of them women that do that in my life.
Who is that?
Only them golden, the OG New York girl. I'm watching them. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Y'all gonna be mad. I'm watching OG. I'm watching Golden
There's
Life.
gonna be a lot of people watching that's gonna act like they're not.
I don't want to be a faker. Okay, I am a faker. I'm watching it. Okay?
I'm gonna say this.
But I won't review it. But I watch it.
I knew what I was watching when I watched it the first go round. I would have never expected any of them to hold up a sign about a black person.
I was blindsided.
Oh wow, you were blind.
I was blindsided because you have to remember when they came on, Obama was the president. So there really wasn't much of a need. There were little things they did here and there that was kind of like sus. The way they treated Aviva's dad's wife at the time, Dana Cody, her name.
Oh yeah.
The way they treated her was sus. The way that there was little hints here and there that they were insensitive at points, right? Luann dressing up like Diana Ross, my ass, right? But on the whole, it wasn't just like enough for me to be like done with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really showed their ass, especially season 13 Black Shabbat dinner.
Me too. And people didn't like it on television. I didn't mind it, but the way they responded to it was so nasty and so rude.
Yeah, I was done with them. I was completely done. Completely done.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch that though.
All right.
So, I don't know what y'all want me to do about it, but I got to watch it.
Exactly. Like you said, you're not reviewing it, but you're watching. Speaking of watching, I'm ready to watch Rory tomorrow, part 2.
Yes. Wrap me up.
You knew exactly.
Get it over with me, Diva. Wrap me
said,
on
wrap him up, y'all. Y'all know that meaning ending the show. See, this is why we.
Yeah, they can go on, baby. They can go on. It was great. Love it.
Listen, so if you had to, who is the person from Rory that you would want to come into the lounge with a drink? If you could only pick one, who would it be and why? This is funny because the fact that you are having a hard time thinking of somebody tells me all I need to know.
I feel like Rosie looks like she's a good time.
She does look like she's a good time. She does. I also meant, speaking of Rosie, when you said that you didn't know Rosie had that in her, I said, child, after you get done bleeding from your behind, I think a lot will come out of you that you didn't know was in you.
Did you get fired? Did you not get fired? I kind of believe some of that stuff they're saying about how you got up at the station, baby.
I went to Reddit though, and the people were saying, look, if there was a police report out there saying Rosie was in it, Reddit would have it.
Yeah, that too. I don't know. That's a mess.
I believe she quit, but I'm gonna call up there and find out and let y'all know. I'm just kidding.
And that, Joellen, is the difference between a journalist and a blogger.
Yeah, that's the ending.
I'm ready for Girls Trip, the road trip.
Me too.
I feel like that's going to be fun and drama, and I need fun. I need to have a laugh. That's what I miss Old Roni for. Old Roni was my laugh of the house.
Yeah,
this person to be so funny to me, and I loved that. Like I needed my summer laugh with Roni. And
yeah,
I'm a little drummed out. Like I'm over it.
Especially the. It's become about exposing more so. Oh, this is what's being talked about. So we need to talk about this regarding your marriage, your family, whatever. It's more about, oh, I got you. I'm going to expose you and not. I saw somebody put up pictures of the road trip and then they put captions. And I was curious if they were just putting, like, if they were being funny, putting up captions, or were they the real captions? Did Candace really call Giselle tacky and Giselle say "who me" in the trailer?
I think that is true. Yes, that's in the trailer. We're so bad. I was like, dang, Potomac need Candace. I didn't really feel that way until I saw that.
This is going to be good.
It's gonna be good. I got so
I
much
can't wait to see
dream.
Nene. Now
I
there are
got
rumors circulating that they're hearing that she's in talks to join. I said I can't let my heart think that because
no, they should. I think that if the tea that I got about her appearance is true and they aired in the way that it was filmed, because you know how that goes. They aired the way that they shot it. There's going to be no way they can do another season without her. No way. No way.
on that
There's a
note,
thing.
because I
Oh,
want the tea. So on that note, no, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you off the line about it.
So
I'll tell you off
Chase,
the line.
I don't even think I have to say this.
Mhm. Say it.
Let everybody know where they can find you. We all know where we can find you, where we get all the clips from Housewives to pop culture things. What else is going on? However, if for some reason people don't know where to find you, Chase, where can they find you, follow you, and support you?
I'm at no chaser underscore TV on X, Instagram, on Facebook, No Chaser TV. You can find us there. On YouTube, you can find us at No Chaser TV. I was trying to get out of the review game. I really was. And the people said, "Where have you been? Come on back." So I'm back in the review game. I just, Lord Jesus, just
It's
it
a lot.
nerves me. I'm so tired. Yes, I'm so
Uh-huh.
tired. But it's a good tired because I love what I do. I love this. I love it. And on TikTok, where we, got off the jump off, No Chaser TV, you can find us there. We are updating constantly around the clock. I am never sleep. But I love what I do. And I hope that you guys feel the love. Even if you saw me today and you said, good grief, he's on top of their head or he's on that one. It's love. I look at these people, as Taria mentioned earlier, as human. And just because I'm on you today, doesn't mean that I won't be on somebody else tomorrow. Or you act up as well. I'm gonna comment about it. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is. And so I love it. I love what I do, and I love y'all. I do.
And we love you too, Chase. On that note, y'all, make sure you like, if you're not following No Chaser TV on all platforms, please make sure you do and support Black content creators. Come on over to YouTube. We need more of our faces in those places. A whole nother
Can I say
conversation.
this? Glad you said that. I know you're rapping me, but I want to say this.
Oh, go ahead.
The community that we're building amongst those that are behind the scenes propping these things up is very real. It's very supportive. But it is very taxing. The struggles that we go through that y'all don't know. I know y'all see the yeses and the wins. Y'all don't know the no's. You look at you have a conversation with somebody about something, and then you see somebody else doing the thing that you had the conversation with the person about.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's a lot. It's a lot of emotions you have to regulate and feel and not feel, and how to navigate, and who can you trust on this end. And some of these content creators, I'm gonna say, they ain't all of that. They ain't all of the bag of chips. They ain't work for Hill of Beans. They some double dealer, some backstabber, some double agents. They don't hold you down. They don't do you right, but they be in your face all the time. They want to take your place. So
They
it's so
smile
great.
in your face.
Hold on. Slowly. But that's why it is so great for me to be able to come here and speak with Taria Shondell about the things, because I know it's love and I know it's support and I know it's real, and it is tangible, and you can feel it, you can touch it, and you can hear it in the conversations that we have on each other's platforms. And so I am always grateful to be here, and I want to implore you guys to make sure that you continue to support us and prop us, because we work twice as hard to get nary half as much, not
Come
even
on.
half as much, nary half as much. The same thing that applies to everything everywhere else applies to us over here. We work hard. I am tired. I know Taria, we are tired, and we
Truth
show
is time.
Ugh, the options are few. But
Child.
I want you to know that when you come to us, you can trust us with what we're telling you, because we wouldn't lead you astray. And so that's why it's important that you support us as we give you what you need, and we support you in that. So thank you so much. Please, I just want to say that.
When you talk about all love, Chase and I have been talking, and then we finally met in person. This is me hugging him. I told him
Ah,
that's the feeling he brings out. That's
Oh,
our first hug in person.
don't lose. You
And
should use
Corey
that as
took the
a thumbnail.
snapshot. Huh?
Use that as a thumbnail for this, our hug.
But it's not doesn't have your face in it.
That's okay.
You said that's okay. I was finding this. Carlos,
No,
look, shout out to Carlos. Look. And then there we look like cousins that grew up together. Me, you, and Carlos J. Harris.
where's J. Harris been? Where have you been? All right, come on out.
Wait
Come
till
on out. I want you to watch this because I know you're not going to agree with anything I said about Shamia. And that is all right with me. So come
Carlos
on
has
on.
banned RHOA from his viewing.
Smart,
But he supports, though. He supports. So there's that.
smart.
Yes.
This
But
person team too much.
yes, team, it has been a lot. So Chase will be back. Chase, we've gone back and forth about hours. We'll probably do our recordings on the weekend, but that's actually offline stuff. So anyway, y'all, make sure you support. Thank you for your support. Again, we don't always have to agree, but we can have civil conversations down in the comments because that's always fun when somebody comes with an alternative point of view that doesn't start with, I don't know what show you watching.
We're all watching the same show. We just all interpret things differently.
Yes.
And that's okay, baby. That's the one thing I like about it. I always say, please say what you're going to say. I welcome people. Nobody on my channel agrees with me. And I don't care. You're entitled. I'm gonna say what I got to say too, babe. And
that
we're gonna come
makes
on back and we're gonna do it again.
And we're going to do it again. As long as I inspire something in somebody, an emotion. Shout out to D. Brooke Ashley. She told me you would rather have that than them to just to watch your stuff and be like,
Okay.
and that's it. So if it can inspire, whether you agree, disagree, if it inspires a long paragraph, what have you.
I hate to bring this up in the midst of the people. Are you going? Brooke's having her event in July.
Yes, and I have to look at the date because my intent is to go, but I may be out of town because my brother lives in New Orleans.
I have to look at the date too. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to New Orleans with my mom to see, and my other brother. Like we're all meeting there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I need to see. Matter of fact, shout out to Brooke. Y'all know Brooke is doing her show. Please make sure you support her, buy tickets. Also, Pop Roast, C. Diggy and Alex, they're doing their show as well. Yes, at the Green Room 42.
Okay.
Let me see if I have.
Had Alex, and I couldn't post none of it.
Alexander is so funny. Alexander
It's
Rogers.
hilarious.
I love when he comes on this channel because I just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Alex goes. I'm trying to get the date. I don't have. Okay, here it is. Wait a minute. Come see us live at the Green Room 42, but I'm looking for the date to show. Okay, hold on. August 1st at 9:30 p.m. They're going to be at the Green Room 42. Live stream is available. The show is at 9:30. And then let me look for Brooks. Let me look for my sis, my girl.
Bye.
Because I know she posted it. My girl's out here looking good. Where is it, Brooke? Hold on, y'all. I'm about to find that date. Please hold. I am back, people. Okay, so Brooke's show is at the Green Room 42, which I love the space. July 17th at 9:30 p.m.
We were close.
So, yes, we were close because I thought I was going to say the 18th, but it's the 17th at 9:30. Alex and Chris, August 1st at 9:30. So y'all make sure y'all support or buy the live stream tickets. And on that note, y'all, Chase and I are going to bid you adieu. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hype the video. And just so y'all know, I love y'all so much. Y'all know from the people that have been here since the beginning to the people that have came in the middle to people that are here now. I just want to say thank you. I don't take your support for granted. I'm sure Chase does not either. We recognize that there's 1,000,001 content creators, and for y'all to add us to the rotation is a blessing. So we love y'all, and we will talk to y'all later. See ya.